And welcome back, everyone, to part 2 of What If Naruto had a Zanpakuto, the Benihime edition. Last time on a Naruto What If, Naruto and the gang had just managed to pass the bell test through some creative shenanigans through Naruto and the use of Benihime, as well as the team actually working together. Now, I do need to say something real quick, and this is not like anyone's in trouble or anything like that, but I've seen some people get, oh, could he reconstruct his eyes to give him a Sharingan? He's going to reconstruct this or like that. So, reconstructing something like that would take an innate understanding of something on like a genetic level. But B, more importantly, maybe I didn't bring it up with in the last video. There is an inherent weakness to Kanon Barake, to Benihime's Bankai. Kanon Barake, Benihime Atarame. And that is the fact that once something leaves the Bankai's range, the effects of the Bankai stop. If the Bankai is deactivated, all the restructuring it's done ends. So the restructuring only works so long as so long as you are in the range of the Zanpakuto, which is not really specified what the range is, by the way. But it seems to be a decent enough range, at least a good couple, 10 or some odd meters away from it, 30, 40 feet, give or take. So yeah, I just figured I'd let you know that before people start saying, oh, he's going to restructure this, he's going to restructure this, and he's going to be super powerful, he's going to restructure his chakra. I'm like, no, you can't do that. I don't actually think you could restructure chakra. Chakra is not a physical object. And you might be saying, well, in Bleach, everything's made of reishi. Yes, but they still have physical form. Chakra doesn't take physical form unless it's a tailed beast. Now, the tailed beast, because it takes physical form, you could use that Bankai on it. But the fact is, you can't restructure your chakra, I don't believe. Now, that being said, that's my interpretation. If whenever we get the Hell Arc continued and we see maybe more of the Bankai and maybe what its limitations are or lack of, then maybe we could be having a different conversation down the road. I always had the idea of if someone had a quirk like this in My Hero, hypothetically, they could touch you if you're bleeding, touch your blood, touch your DNA, and theoretically restructure your DNA to anything. Theoretically. Anyway, I digress. Now that we're almost 3 minutes in, we we fast forward to Naruto and the gang. They're on the Tora capture mission. And obviously, everyone's just like, okay, distance to target, 30 meters. And so, okay, I'm ready as well. Believe it. Just give me the word. All right, ready, and go. It's like, I got it. Last cat Tora found. Now, Naruto's struggling with the cat, and then he takes something out of his new jacket that he has. Yes, he's now got the Kisuke look going on. Granted, I think Naruto's look is a lot closer to a sage cloak. He was wearing the red colored cloak. It's just, honestly, let's just say he has a sage cloak. I think that would look pretty good. Except he has long sleeves. That would be the difference. The sage cloak he had against Pain actually had short sleeves. Here he's got long sleeves on him. So he's basically wearing a Hari captain's cloak. He's wearing that, but red, and that's pretty much it. Same design as the sage cloak, just with longer arms. And he pulls something out of it, and he just kind of puts a piece of paper to Tora's head. Tora just goes, and Sasuke's like, wait, what did you just do, Naruto? Oh, it's a paralysis seal. You put a certain amount of chakra on this, and it seizes up an opponent's or the target's chakra network for a specific amount of time. What? Really? Yeah, I don't want to get scratched by it. Like, wait, how long is it going to last? That depends on who I put it on and how much chakra you put in there. And he just thinks about it. With Tora, it'll easily last until we get to the client. With a normal person, maybe, and it would all depend on the amount of chakra. Based on what I got in here, I don't know, 5 minutes. And he points at, but in a fight, 5 minutes is an eternity. And they're like, oh, that's that's quite useful, Naruto. Sasuke, meanwhile, is not glaring at Naruto, but kind of just going, because he's cutting back in his mind to a spar he and Naruto had previously, as they had been training as a team to get to know each other. And Sasuke, seeing Naruto as gotten quite stronger since the academy, wants to challenge Naruto. See just how far the loser has come, and Naruto is more than willing to oblige. Kakashi, though, does referee the match, saying that I will step in if you guys are getting too intense. No problem, Kakashi said, saying Naruto's grinning a little bit, and they fight. The fight starts. And Sasuke kind of throws some kunai, Naruto dodges, Sasuke comes in, and they're immediately in hand-to-hand. Now, while Naruto's hand-to-hand is definitely improved, Sasuke is still the superior hand-to-hand fighter. There's no doubt about that. Naruto is definitely able to parry some of his hits, even land a shot once in a while, but nothing that's going to stop Sasuke. Naruto blocks, he's pushed back, and Sasuke, I keep saying Naruto, I keep saying the wrong name. Sasuke actually says, come on, Naruto, come on, dweeb, or come on, loser. Is this that the best you got? I've seen you draw your sword already. Don't belittle me. And since Naruto's actually like, I'm not belittling you, Sasuke. I just don't want to risk killing you. And Sasuke, you think you're gonna risk killing me, huh? And he's getting a little insulted by that. You really think you're that much better than me? And Naruto kind of grins a little bit. Well, I don't know if I'm that much better than you. It was like it's like, let's see you handle this. It's like fire style. Fireball Jin. Kakashi's about to get involved, but he watches Naruto, who's not really worried, and he's noticing that. I mean, his eyes widen a little bit. It's like, huh? So Naruto quickly draws the sword. Awaken, Benihime, sing! And just boom. And the fireball hits, and everyone's just like, so, no, it's Kakashi-sensei! It's Naruto! No, Naruto's fine. It's like, huh? And sure enough, Naruto's there. Actually, hold on one second here. It's perfect. I actually do have Benihime here. So this is perfect for this video series. So yeah, he's holding his blade like, actually, I'm probably holding it wrong. He's holding his blade like that with the blood mist shield. Although, to be fair, I can't recall, as I rest the tip of the blade on my thigh. I'm resting it. I'm not actually like stabbing myself or anything like that. But I can't recall if how Urahara held the sword when he activated the blood mist shield. Was it like this? Like he's holding the sword downward, which I would think in my head that's how it's going on. Or was he holding it like that? I think he held it like that. I remember in the Ichigo fight, him doing that. So that's what I think of. So Naruto is holding the blade like that, and Sasuke, that's more like it. And so don't hold back, dweeb. And Sasuke comes in, and again with a kunai in hand. However, something's off now. And I don't mean off with Naruto per se, at least not per se. What I mean by something's off is Sasuke is quickly noting that, what the hell? Naruto's hand-to-hand combat abilities actually seem better when they're incorporating the sword. Because he's able to use the sword in tandem. He's not using any of Benihime's abilities. He's just using the sword and his physical hand-to-hand. He's blocking Sasuke's kunai. One move Urahara did, I loved the move. When he was training Ichigo, because remember, Urahara is a master hand-to-hand fighter. He was part of Squad 2. Is that he stuck the blade in the ground. Oh, hold on. There. He stuck the blade in the ground, lifted himself on the pommel, and then spin kicked and kicked Ichigo back, and then pulled the blade out and came right to him. I loved that move. And so I could totally see Naruto doing something very similar here, where he blocks, dodges, is able to, and then suddenly just throws a punch. Sasuke blocks. All of a sudden, Naruto again rests his hand on the pommel, kicks Sasuke back. Sasuke's Naruto comes in, pressing the advantage. He brings the sword down. Sasuke, and knowing Sasuke's blocked, Sasuke blocks with the kunai, but the kunai is a kunai versus a sword. It's not going to be doing much. He just presses even more, and finally just kind of flips it and just throws Sasuke back. Until eventually, Sasuke just, as you son of a, it's like, come on, look, you've already lost, Sasuke. No need to get any more intense here. Or something. There's no reason to continue on. You lost. It's fine. It's gonna happen. It's like, but I finally beat you. Like, you haven't won yet. I'm still ready to fight. And Naruto's like, you sure about that? And he gets his Benihime ready in the stance until Kakashi says, and that's enough. It's like, what's going on? What? Because Kakashi sensei, why? I think you guys have pushed each other hard enough. Why don't we call this a draw for both of you? And Sasuke's like, what? No. It's like, no. And Naruto I mean, Naruto, again, he's still Naruto, but he's a lot more analytic here. Is kind of actually able to see through what Kakashi is saying. He's like, all right, fine. Because he's basically realizing Kakashi is acknowledging, yeah, you won, Naruto. I just don't need you to kill Sasuke here. Please don't. And Naruto's just like, all right, fine. Yep, how it works for me. I was like, whoa, Naruto really's gotten stronger. Sasuke, are you okay? I mean, he's not quite like, get off me. But he's like, yeah, whatever, I'm fine. And he just walks off. He's not happy. And so that's kind of been the relationship with them as of late. Now, one of the things that has come from this is that Sasuke has been pushing himself harder, trying to match Naruto. Unfortunately, they haven't really had a spar since, and that really bugs Sasuke. But he's definitely looking forward to the next spar they get. This has also resulted in Sasuke having a respect for Naruto. Like, he legitimately respects Naruto for how strong he has become. And the fact that he may be stronger than him both grinds at him to no avail, because he was the dead last in the academy. Now he might be the strongest of their group. Now, is he the strongest of the overall getting of the rookie 12 as it would be? Right now, because Neji doesn't have the rotation ability right now, except for Fifth Gate Lee, yeah, Naruto's probably the strongest of the generation. Fifth Gate Lee would still make mincemeat of Naruto right now. Yeah, Fifth Gate Lee would make mincemeat of anyone except for Neji at this point in the series, at least in the rookie 12. But yeah, so they get there. Naruto hands him the cat, who finally is starting to come back. He seems so stiff. I just had to do something temporarily, keep in place so he didn't run. He'll snap out of it in due time. It's like, oh, thank you, young man. You're welcome. Well, you're welcome, ma'am. All right, we have picking potatoes, getting groceries. Like, no! And finally, Naruto does. Again, more analytical, definitely more intelligent, at least practical-wise, but still Naruto. And I think it is still more. It's like, no, it's more like, come on! It's less the bratty, but more like the come on, still like whining. We've had enough of these baby missions. I'm a real ninja now. I want a ninja mission. Then Sasuke agrees. Sakura's like, well. And Kakashi is like, I knew this was going to happen. And so Naruto wants us to know he's not a brat. He's a former brat. Very well. We have one C-rank mission, an escort mission to the Land of Waves. And there is Tazuna, who comes in. What is this, huh? A bunch of kids? And the short, dopey one doesn't look at. Well, actually, Naruto, because he has a sword on him, and because it looks a little bit more maintained here, or more professional comparatively. I don't know if Tazuna would actually throw any shade at this group. At least not individually. He would still say a bunch of kids instead of throwing. And look at the short one. That looks completely clueless, which he doesn't in this version. He probably wouldn't even play. Well, the next logical choice would be Sakura to go after, because she honestly doesn't look all that impressive. Sasuke at least gives off a tone or an air of impressiveness, but not to Tazuna, because to them they're all kids and he's drunk. So I am Tazuna, master bridge builder, and I must go back to my village. And so, the Land of Waves mission happens, or begins. Then Naruto still goes to Shiran's first time being out in the village, yeah! And they hear about this whole Hokage situation, and here's where at least something different happens. It isn't just Kakashi who notices the puddle on a sunny day when there's been no rain for weeks. Naruto also picks up on that. And Benihime kind of comments on that in his head, like, that's odd. Naruto, don't you think that's odd to see? But, well, wait, I mean, it hasn't rained in weeks. So, and then it all hits him just as he can tell that they're coming out of the puddle. And obviously Kakashi gets taken out. Here is a big thing now we have to think about. How does Naruto handle the Demon Brothers? Is it still him seizing up because he's never actually had to deal with enemy shinobi like this? Or the threat of being killed? Or has he matured enough that he's like Sasuke, who doesn't even react? I think it's probably somewhere actually in the middle. Because he has been learning from Benihime. He probably has seen memories of combat she has from her time with Urahara. She's definitely helped try to prepare Naruto for this, but this is still his first time dealing with it. So while he temporarily freezes up, they got better of him. He quickly is able to like overcome it. Brings out, sort of swipes at him. I'm not gonna keep drawing Benihime, by the way. I'm just because I just don't have the room for that. But he swipes at him. It's like, oh, the brat's got a blade. Well, we're gonna have to awaken Benihime and just. It does have that kind of noise. Actually, that's also Suzume Bachi's kind of noise too. And so he's ready to take them on. Sasuke comes in, rushes in, kicks them into the tree, puts the kunai into their chain so they can't move. Naruto capitalizes on this though. He actually does a kind of mock Benihime. No, I should say Benihime. I think we could call this a new attack, Doton Benihime. Sure, no, but basically, it's still doing Sing Doton Benihime. He's still doing the same attack. It's just coursing through the ground, so a lot of the energy is dispersed, but he's causing a giant fissure to like rupture through the ground, and it collides them. They're able to get out of there. Naruto sends a couple clones race. Sasuke gets in there to protect the bridge builder. However, the Naruto clones finally are able to get right behind the Demon Brothers and put 2 paralysis seals right on them. And they just, what the hell does Brett do? It's like, he explains like he did the paralysis seal. I put a certain amount of chakra into a seal, and then once I attach to the target, they're not going to be able to move for a while. And he just kind of holds the blade there, ready to take them down if he has to. All of a sudden, it's like, it's all right, Naruto. No need to kill him. I actually want to ask him questions. Kakashi-sensei, how? But it was like, yes, so you saw through it. You and that brat. Because they do know that Naruto kind of picked up on it too. And this, again, kind of irritates Sasuke that Naruto saw through that before he did. And so Kakashi basically compliments them all. It's like, very smooth. Naruto, not bad. I'll admit, it didn't look the best at first, but you were able to overcome whatever feelings you were having and did what you needed to do. Thanks to Kakashi-sensei. And so they learn that Tazuna is sent men after him, ninja. It's like, well, don't feel bad. They'll just send more assassins and kill me. And then my daughter will condemn the village hidden in the leaves. And then my grandson will be like, Granddad, I want my granddad. But don't feel bad. They're all just like, oh, you bastard. I guess we have no choice but to keep protecting you. I win. So yeah, that's kind of what happens there. But we move forward with the story where they're on the boat. Nothing really happens in that scenario. Naruto, weirdly enough, there's not much of a difference here in terms of how Naruto picks up on the fact that Zabuza's there, or it might have been Haku actually. But either it picks up the fact that someone's there. Because Naruto, weirdly enough, was the only one who actually did pick up on that. Although I'm sure Kakashi was suspicious to begin with. But yeah, Naruto knew someone was following them, and he was right. Yeah, it looked like he tried to kill a rabbit. But he was right. And so Zabuza appears. So I can see the Sharingan in action. This is an honor. And so Manji formation. And so they get a Manji formation, although Naruto uses his sword, and he activates Benihime. And so he's ready to go. It's like, oh, you think, by the time I was your age, I had already slain many of enemy. And so he gets in between the Manji formation as he does in the original. Kakashi comes in, puts the kunai through the clone. It's revealed he's a clone, and Kakashi gets trapped ultimately. Now, Zabuza makes the clone. Now, a lot of people just assumed that Naruto was going to cleave through the Zabuza clone. And to a degree, you're not entirely wrong. But at first, they're getting the killing intent vibes off Zabuza. He's intense. Naruto gets ready. And Zabuza even looks and is like, oh, you fancy yourself a swordsman, huh, kid? Let's test how good you really are. And then just comes in and just boom! Quickly overtakes Naruto. Again, he's a more experienced fighter, larger, stronger, and faster than him. Naruto's probably a bit more like agile, and he's faster due to his size, but Zabuza's just like faster in terms of like sheer speed for a guy his size, if that makes sense. So he comes in, Naruto's hat goes instead of his headband. It's like, he sees his hat. It's like Naruto comes in, does the whole yelling, Naruto, what was the point of that? So even Sasuke couldn't hit him. We're like, we can't take care of this. And they just, his hat? Hey, you, the freak with no eyebrows. Put this in your bingo book. The ninja who will become the Hokage of the hidden village hidden in the mist. He never backs down. His name, he just puts the hat on, is Naruto Uzumaki. But then it's, and finally, Sasuke again tries to him and Sasuke trying to go toe to toe with him. Naruto comes in, just sing Benihime, throws a giant wave of chakra. Zabuza is shocked by that attack. Like, that is a powerful attack. But the clone has a little bit of chakra itself. So it's mostly water chakra. I could actually, despite what you might think, I could actually see the Zabuza clone, because it has its own blade, kind of like cleave through it, although he does sure. He's like, all of a sudden the Naruto clone comes in again, just brings the sword down, like, ching! And he grabs Sasuke. Yes, you're asking for. You have no power. Or sorry, no power. You have no idea who you're up against, brat. And it just kind of like puts the blade down. Naruto just starts forcing his blade down. Naruto is like, my guess is you can't use that attack without swinging your blade. So as long as I keep your blade in one spot without moving, you're not going to be able to hit me with that. It's like, and Naruto, and it does activate his blood mist shield. But the shield, remember, this is early stages of Naruto right now. While Naruto has a lot of chakra, his control is still very lacking comparatively. It's better here, but it's hardly perfect. So, like, chakra control, like, so that's why you're not going to see a lot more of the, like, nuanced techniques of Benihime at the moment. My guess is when I'll start incorporating those, and this is just my guess, after the training for the Chunin, the part 2 of the Chunin exams, for the final tournament. That's when I'll start incorporating a lot more of the more nuanced technical abilities, because his chakra control will be a lot more improved by then. But wait, Naruto still got, like, those techniques are technically available to Naruto right now. He just knows, thanks to Benihime's warnings, that he's not really capable of using those right now. They require too much finesse chakra control that Naruto just lacks. But still, he's got his shield up. It's like, so you have defense as well as offense, but it's not going to be enough before Naruto's just, he's bracing himself with the chakra. He's being stuck into the ground. Like, shred Benihime! And then all of a sudden, which that attack, by the way, is legit, but it's only in one of the, I think it's the third movie, Memories of No One. Not Memories of No One. Crap. Memories of No One's the first one. Diamond Dust Rebellion is the third one. The Hell Arc's the fourth one. I can never remember the name of the third one. But it's from the movie. So Shred Benihime basically lets him do these shredding bolts from the blood mist shield is what it does. And so, Naruto just, and because they come out from all of the shield, Zabuza's clone is not prepared for this. So it immediately starts tearing him apart and the clone just dissipates. He's also firing them far and away towards the actual Zabuza, who's actually compensating. He actually compliments the Kakashi. That kid's full of surprise, isn't he, Kakashi? But he's going to have to try harder than that. He just swings it flat into the sword, just kind of makes a wave of water rise and just kind of negates a bunch of them and just ting, ting. Then the Demon Windmill Shuriken combo happens. He grabs it, and then he sees a Shadow Shuriken Jutsu. I told you a Shuriken could never touch me. And then Naruto obviously turns into the clone, shows himself, like, yeah, but maybe this will sing. And then just you hear the screeching sound of it. It's like, Zabuza has to get the hell out of there. And Naruto lands on the water. Unfortunately, he can't water walk yet. He can do the tree climbing. We'll talk about that in a little bit, but it's not a perfect tree climb. He's still working on that. So, and Naruto's falls in the water, but he's Zabuza's like, I'm going to destroy you. And then Kakashi gets in there, gets that just death look. I was like, I am going to end you look. And their fight wraps up as it should. Naruto gets back to land. They see Haku show up. Naruto, not familiar. Well, Naruto is definitely more analytic. And he's definitely smarter here. That doesn't mean he's going to figure everything out, because there's things about the ninja world he just doesn't know. He doesn't know about Hunter Nin. So he's unaware of what Haku is supposed to do, so he just doesn't even think about it. It's not until Kakashi tells him otherwise that he realizes that, wait, that guy wasn't? Oh, uh-oh. All right, then fine, I can still train you. And so, Naruto, you've all grown quite a lot, including you, especially you, Naruto. But he talks about the training the training they'll be doing, the tree walking. Now, here immediately something changes. When so obviously Sakura says, "Hey, this is easy." Sasuke struggles and blasts off the tree. It's Naruto who does make it about, I want to say, halfway up before he kind of just falls. It's like, swipes over his kunai. And Naruto, Kakashi's like, my word, that's quite impressive. Yeah, I've actually been working on this one for a little while. Trust me, it wasn't easy. He kind of just grimaces a bit. And Sasuke again, she's like, how far has he freaking... well, you should still probably work on it. Get all the way to the top of the tree. It's like, yeah, that's probably a good idea. And so him and Sasuke are pushing each other harder, longer, all that. And so Naruto and Sasuke actually decides to ask, okay, look, what did Sakura tell you exactly? Or no, not Sakura tell you. How exactly did you figure this out? To which Naruto, I think Naruto is at least curious. At least Benihime probably says it can't hurt to tell him. After all, a little healthy competition there's nothing wrong with that. And Naruto just thinks like, fine. It's like, all right, you got to do this. I got to be completely one and focused on the tree, all that. Anyway, so him and Sasuke keep working on things. Obviously, Inari has his blow up. Naruto, honestly, here gives him the exact same speech he did. There's no reason he wouldn't. He goes off, continues to train, probably tears down some trees with Benihime just to vent. And ultimately is found by Haku. He's probably, honestly, like a swordsman, he's probably sleeping like a Zanpakuto. Like, it's just like... and Naruto ultimately does find it. Find him. Haku finds him, wakes him up. They have their conversation. The conversation, I think, would go basically the same. I don't see any real difference here. Again, Naruto may be picking up on some things. Like, there's someone interesting. He seems familiar, but I don't know where, kind of vibes. And so, yeah. Now, a big thing here that Naruto, I think... Do I think Naruto joins them for the Land of Waves? I wrote it down initially that he did not. And honestly, I could still see it that he does not. Because Naruto is, again, still Naruto. He would still probably push himself much harder than he needs to. He leaves some clones. I think this version of Naruto just leaves some clones behind to look after Inari and Tsunade. And so they quickly take care of those mock samurai. Naruto would join back in with the fight against Haku. Now, he still does the whole, fires the shuriken or kunai. I can't remember which one it was. Lands on Haku's mask. And him and Naruto square off. This time, however, Kakashi, unlike before, Naruto can't take this guy. The cake his kid. Let's see what happens. Now Kakashi's like, Naruto's strong. I don't know, but I don't know if he's going to be able to take this. I don't know if he's going to be able to take this guy. And legit, Haku is very powerful. He was an extremely powerful opponent to be facing that early on for them, especially with the lack of abilities they actually had. So Naruto kind of squares off with him, and then Sasuke interrupts. I haven't forgotten about you. Not for a moment. Forgive me, Naruto. We'll have our fight. Don't you worry. For now, I have to deal with something. And so Sasuke, he's again talking Sasuke, and just Sasuke is a crap. It's like there's got to be something that can do. And Naruto actually, I think, decides to attack the mirrors from the outside. And unlike with the fire style jutsu, which wasn't hot enough, I think the fact that the nature of Benihime is, at least in this case, pure chakra and like a red chakra and some sort of manipulated chakra, I think it's enough to kind of at least to scar the shields a little bit. Naruto's realizing I'm not going to have enough power to get through there. And Sasuke's like, okay, now I realize it's all about position. Naruto, I have perfect position. Finally, though, for all his intelligence, Naruto makes the same move he did in the original. Hey, Sasuke, I came in to rescue you. What are you doing here? And Naruto quickly gets up his blood and his shield to block some of the sunbone, but unfortunately he can't block them all. It's like, crap. Naruto obviously has tried before. He can't break these with Benihime. But what he did decide to do was before he left, he did put some chakra seals on all the mirrors. Basically, he had a clone put some chakra seals on them. Basically, chakra absorption seals. Not very advanced ones, mind you. Naruto's still learning this stuff as he's going along. But enough that Haku realizes my mirrors. What's going? And he realizes when did he? And he sees another clone finally put in there, one of the mirror before he just pops out of existence. It's like, I must admit, Naruto, you are a crafty one. Unfortunately, I don't have any more time to play with you. And Haku's getting ready to attack. Naruto makes a couple clones, tries to attack the mirrors, fails, makes a couple clones. They come in to attack. Naruto, however, just like, Sasuke! And finally just creates blood mist shields with all of his clones. Haku sees it's like, what? And it basically creates this like dome, this almost like hexagonal dome. It's like Uzumaki style, Naruto style art. Blood mist dome. It's like, and Sasuke's still gazing at Haku, finding where Haku is, gaining his Sharingan. Unfortunately, I think Naruto does get tagged once, and then Sasuke, and as Haku's coming in to do the finishing blow, Sasuke protects him. Naruto sees his friend. He considers him a friend. Dying in his arms. It's like, no, you don't have to. And it's like, and he can hear Benihime, Naruto, please calm down. It's okay, Naruto. We will get our revenge. But and all of a sudden, she can feel the chakras start to loosen on this. He's like, oh, it's like, this is not good. Naruto! And Naruto just like, and he just picks up Benihime. I'm gonna kill you. And finally, and unlike before where he just comes in with a punch, he just swings his blade, and an arcing blast of red energy just comes in and annihilates the entirety of the mirrors where Haku was. And he gets tagged again, blasts out the Sembone. It's like, now. And he just comes in, does it again, sing Benihime! And Haku loses an arm. I am no match for this boy. I'm sorry, Zabuza. Naruto comes in again, getting ready to finish it off until he sees it is Haku, and he's finally able to relax and just, it's you. I thought I knew your voice. Why do you stop? Why do you hesitate? Please, Naruto, just kill me. And Naruto, they have their conversation, and ultimately Naruto agrees to kill Haku, who's now missing an arm. And Naruto comes in, ready to slice. Instead of stopping Naruto with his hand, though, I think he just gets out of the way, and just disappears and blocks the strike from Kakashi. And really, at this point, you would get more or less the same climax you would get in the original Land of Waves, I think. Gato comes, betrays Zabuza. Zabuza lives his life in an awesome scene. Naruto, he dies. The villagers come. Naruto comes in. It kind of flexes a little bit of chakra with some clones. Kakashi also uses the technique. Mostly it was a clone technique. I think there was only a couple of shaglins in there. The clone technique to scare them off. And Zabuza and Haku both pass. And so the day is saved. Naruto, it's still named the Great Naruto Bridge. Sasuke is alive. Everyone's safe and happy. Honestly, at this point, there's not much to tell in terms of the story. We're really getting into the more meat of it now in the next part. But yeah, Naruto definitely is able to kind of save the day here a bit. Granted, I could have easily written it so he did beat Haku in the fight. In fact, by all accounts, he probably could have. But admittedly, he wasn't prepared for what Haku's ability really was. That said, however, I will also note that Naruto probably at this point is not fawning over Sakura as much. Like maybe like on the when Sasuke when she asked Sasuke out, it's like, I would do something with you. Naruto's just probably like overhearing it. Obviously, he's like, hey Naruto, if you want to do something, Sakura, I'm free. And it's like, what? That was a private conversation. No, what? It's like Twitch Naruto actually says, no, you were talking out loud. We can all hear you. That's not a private conversation. It's like, well, you. It's like, hey, stop it. They're kind of more like fighting like siblings now. Which I think would actually lean well towards their relationship, fighting more like siblings. Anyway, I digress. That is the end of part 2. Join us on Wednesday for part 3. Until then, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Like, comment, share, subscribe, and I'll see you folks next time. Have a good one.